You've probably heard the phrase the cloud, that seemingly intangible place where data is swapped, stored, and then made accessible to you on the internet, your tablet, your smartphone. It's convenient. It allows you access to your photos, emails, and music anywhere you go, but it also faces some security challenges. On this Tech Tuesday, we're taking a closer look at cloud computing and security. We are joined by Tim Prendergast, founder and CEO of Evident. That's a cloud computing security company. Tim, thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me, Kiba.
So we do often hear the term cloud. Can you just make it simple for us? What exactly is the cloud, and what's the biggest misconception when it comes to it?
Oh, absolutely. I think, people should think about the cloud as a place where data and resources and assets are stored for everything from organizations to the devices and technology people use every day. And traditionally, companies would have their own big data centers full of servers and network equipment, and each company would have to duplicate that kind of investment in a physical location. The cloud is really managed by large companies who are building these kinds of services at scale where many companies and individuals can take advantage of them without having to make that huge investment.
So the cloud's taking the place of what used to be servers, the rooms filled with all the equipment. It's actually just a space, literally just out there in cyberspace.
Absolutely. It's a place where very large companies that can make large investments like Amazon or Microsoft or Google in servers and infrastructure can then sell back a portion of that infrastructure to other companies that want to take advantage of things at that scale.
Okay, so you have the companies that are managing, they own these clouds. When it comes to me and you, everyday people that are using it, and we have our photos and our information stored, what kind of protections, what should we be concerned with?
I think there's a couple of things that everyone should be concerned with. First, you should really know who you're doing business with. So if you're going to have your photos for your family stored in the cloud, or you're going to have your financial records in the cloud, make sure and take a good look at those things that none of us ever want to read. The documentation when you sign up for a service or when you get a new photo sharing service, read what their commitment to security is on your behalf. Sometimes there will be none. Sometimes there will be very well detailed security measures in place to protect your data and information.
Because if hackers get into that cloud and you have private information, it's out there, right?
Absolutely. We all don't think about it as much, but cloud computing has been around for a number of years now. It's not necessarily entirely new. And everything from our payroll data and employee data as businesses to our personal data and our personal lives where we share our social media content, we share our photos, everything's in somebody's cloud or in a shared cloud even.
But wouldn't you say the companies, they have a stake at this too? Because once if their cloud gets hacked, it's all out there, it's in the media, we're talking about it, it's bad press for them.
Oh, absolutely. They all have a vested interest in protecting you safe. And that's how a lot of companies are starting to differentiate in 2016. We're seeing companies make very verbal and very documented commitments to consumers and other organizations on what they're going to do to keep your data safe in 2016 and why you should buy and use their service as opposed to maybe a free service or a service of a competitor. Security is definitely a battleground on which they're planning to win hearts and minds of consumers.
No, and that's an excellent point. That was going to be my next point. It's 2016 now. The cloud's been around for a while, but hackers are getting smarter. They're finding new ways to get our information. So from your standpoint, companies are committed to keeping us safe?
I think the very forward-looking and the very progressive organizations out there are planning for security as part of their product now. It's no longer this practice that happens after they've built a product and want to sell it to customers. It's part of the value they're selling you as a consumer. And so as everybody's getting competitive for how they spend their money and are planning their budgets, companies want you to be investing money in their services and their products and feeling comfortable that you're getting a good value for your dollar. And security is one of those features that very smart consumers are starting to really take a close look at.
So don't just put your stuff in any cloud, read the small print, know where your stuff is.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have Tim Prendergast, CEO of Evident. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.